Nah.
Okay, in this video we are going to be taking apart and putting back together the Trekker Convaid so you can see how it folds up and how it goes together, because it can be a little bit tricky. It's not really that bad at all, but we just want to help out. So if anybody needs to know how to do it, this video is going to help you. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start with the base. When you're ready to set it up, first you need to undo this, what is that called?
Latch.
It's just like a latch clip thing. You just undo it. It keeps it from unfolding when you're taking it out of the car or etc. So undo that latch first, this little clip thing. All right, and then you just pull up. My son is helping out, and it just snaps right into place just like that, really beautifully. Okay, now it's ready to go. Now you're going to put the brake on so that it will stay put while you put the seat base onto the frame base thingy. Okay, go ahead. Get the seat base. Now we're going to have to look at this up close. Let's look real quick at the levers we're going to be dealing with. These are the two, the red ones are the levers you're going to be dealing with. This right here is a lock. It just flips over to lock it so that the seat can't come undone. So we're not going to touch that yet. This right here is just like a safety lever. So once he slides it in part of the way, it'll stop. And then you have to push this in while you're sliding the seat the rest of the way and then let go. And then we'll reach over and lock this. Okay, so those are the only two things that you're going to deal with right now, and then we'll do the same thing in reverse when we're taking it apart. So I'll see if I can get a good view, but basically there's a plate on the bottom of this seat. You can see right there, the big plate right there. That is going to slide right into this, and then you can have it forward or backward facing. The way we have it set it up is for backward facing, to face towards us. All right, go ahead, son. But just make sure that I'm able to see what you're doing. So he just puts it right on the plate. Oh yeah, I have a good angle. He gets it all up, make sure there's no straps in the way. And he slides it right in. And then now he has to push the red lever to slide it the rest of the way forward, and it snaps right into place. Now over here on this side, he's just going to flip that latch over like I showed you, which is going to lock it into place. Now that seat is completely safe for the child to be put in the seat and for it to be pushed around and stuff, okay? So that's how you set that up. Then you would want to buckle your child into the seat with whatever buckle straps and stuff like that that you have, because there's different ones with this model. You can get all different kind of features with it. If you want to know about all the different features, check out my product review on the Convaid Trekker. I'll post a link in the description, and it's a very detailed review of the different features of the Convaid Trekker. But here we're just showing you how to assemble and disassemble. So then you're going to put your child in the seat, and then you're going to take your tray, if you have one, and it's going to fit right into these holes. Can you point the holes, son? One hole and two holes. That's where your trays are going to fit into, okay? And yeah, actually, I'm sorry. Before he does that, real quick, we're going to put the footrest down. We had it up for transport. There are buttons on the side. You just push the two side buttons and it just swings down. And you can pivot it to different settings, different angles. We have it just down normally, but you can have it up in all different kind of positions to make your child comfortable. Okay, now we have that down. Child's in the seat. And now you just fit the peg things, there you go, on the side. Push the button in and it snaps down on both sides just like I just showed you there. Thanks, son. And then now the tray, which is sturdy because we live in Arizona, the tray is attached and completely sturdy and ready to go. Then you can attach any bags that you have or other things that you want to bring with you. And then the only other thing would be the umbrella. And let me show you how that works. Right here on both sides there's this peg and then this outside part. This peg is round, the silver. That is going to slide into these holes on the back, okay? And then the black, that black straight part, this is gonna slide on the outside of this. So I'll just watch while my son does it, see if I can get it from a good angle, but yeah, it just slides. Well, I couldn't really see it that good, but I showed you beforehand, so. Oh, there it is. There, I got a much better angle. Go ahead. Yep, it just slides right in there, and the other piece is on the outside, and it's the exact same thing on the other side of it. And that's it. That's locked in, and the hood can come down, and you're good to go. Okay, now I'm going to show you disassembly. Okay, now for disassembly, you have a lot of choice here with how much you want to take this apart. So I know some people who have smaller vehicles have to really take it apart, every single piece that you possibly can. We have a big van, so I prefer to leave it in as many big chunks as possible, so I'm not having to do a lot and it doesn't take longer. So we do take off the umbrella, although you don't have to. So to do that, you're just going to slide it back and slide it out, opposite of how we just showed you to put it on. Or you can just push it back like that and leave it attached to the chair. That's up to you, okay? Just set that aside. Now, if you have anything extra, which we don't have on it right now, but we do have them in the car, we have anti-tippers, they're called, that go in this hole and in the other hole over there, and they basically extend out to keep the stroller from tipping over. And so you would have to take those out. We also have a curb tipper attachment that we use when we're not using the anti-tippers, and it helps you get up to curbs. That also goes in the same slot. So you're going to want to take off anything extra like that. Just take those little pieces off. They have a little peggy thing. Push, take it off, set that in the back of your vehicle, because you're going to want this, you know, pretty much disassembled before you start trying to fold down the base, okay? So we don't have those on, so we're good. We're going to take off the tray. You will have to take the tray off because the tray actually mounts to the frame, so you can't leave that attached. So we've got two pieces so far. Now we've just got the seat base and then the frame right there. So that's how I'm going to leave it, is in that many pieces. We'll show you how we do that. So first we're going to go back over to where the lock side is, and we're going to oh, you want to put the feet up first? You can talk, it's okay.
Yeah,
My son's helping.
Up so that it'd slide out.
So he just pushed in the side buttons, and he flipped up the footrest right there, the foot box, so that it'd be easier to slide the seat off of the frame, because he does this for me all the time, so he remembered that part. So flip up the foot box first, okay? Now we're gonna unlock. Okay, sorry. So right down there with the red lever that locks, he's gonna just flip it back. Now it's unlocked. Simple as that, okay? Now over here on this side, he is going to press in that lever while he's sliding the seat. Yes, I think I can see it real good. While he slides the seat back, then it's gonna, there you go. And sometimes you have to, sometimes it only goes like halfway, and then you have to push the lever in again to get it off the rest of the way.
Holding the lever in.
You were holding it in the whole time?
I held the lever in.
Okay, so if you hold the lever in the whole time, then you'll be good to go until you get the seat completely off. So you kind of have to get a motion going where you just hold and slide the seat off, okay? That's all you have to do. Now he's going to set the seat down. Now we'll take this seat and put it in the back of our vehicle, just like that. One big piece. It does fold down further. So let me just show you the footrest. You can actually pivot it all the way up if you need to save a little space. We don't bother to normally. Can you go ahead and do it? Thank you, son. So it can pivot upwards, which obviously you wouldn't want for when your child's in it, but it is more safe, space saving for in the vehicle. So you can flip that up. Can you put that down real quick now? Thanks, that was awesome. The other thing is, you can take off the headrest. This just slides right out really easily, and you can set it off to the side. The other one was the same way though. Some of the headrests might be a little bit different. And then with these wings that we have, they actually fold in, okay? Because right now, if we try to fold the seat in half, then these are going to be in the way. So these, there's actually like this notch thing on them that you can squeeze. It's like squeezes, like you have squeeze and slide up,
slide down.
or you slide down. Oh, you slide down. You want to try it? See if you can get it. I have a hard time with them, so I never bother. That's like the one thing about this seat, is that that lever is not easy to activate. So I just leave mine open like this, my seat open. I don't bother to fold it down, but technically you can slide these little levers in, and those wings will swing, like fold in towards the seat. And then that makes it so that you're able to fold the seat in half more. Can you get it? Nope, we can't get it. You'll have to watch another video if you want that. So now just fold the seat in half as much as you can without that, okay? So if you just pull the strap on the back, which is how you adjust it, pull that up. That makes the seat go up and down. You can fold it forward. See how it folds forward? So if you do that and you flip up the foot box, you're really going to be making the most space-saving decision. Yeah, possible. Okay, but we just leave ours pretty much up most of the time because we have a big van. But that's as small as you're going to be able to get it. Okay, you're not going to be able to get that any smaller. There's a reason that we got this stroller, and that's because it is so much nicer than the other strollers, even the other Convaids out there. But the other Convaids and other wheelchair strollers, a lot of times they're more lightweight and they fold down a lot smaller. But we got this one because of the fact that it was more cushiony and it had more supports and stuff. So we figure even though it's bulkier, it's worth it for our little one. So now we just have the base here. Now, Elisha, if you could walk me through what you do.
Alright, so there are these levers here on either side that you
pull. Let me see the lever. Oh yeah, okay, it's like a hook lever thing.
You put your fingers on there, and then you just pull towards yourself with both of them. And then while you do that, then you flip the handle up. And all the way up.
and it just folds all the way down, okay? And then
you just buckle this.
do the buckle there so that it won't come apart. And that's it. That's your base that's going to fit in your car. That's your seat. And then the 2 accessories right there. That's the basic setup and folding down of this Convaid Trekker. And you're going to put it in your car like that. Like I said, you can fold the seat down a little bit more than that, but it's only going to fold down so far because it is a very nice wheelchair stroller. So it has a lot of adjustments and a lot of supports and things that you just can't do without, you know. Otherwise, you're going to end up with one of those other kind of strollers that are more like an umbrella stroller. They have crap for support. But hey, they fold down really small. Okay, now we are going to go out to the back of our van and show you the way that we put these in the vehicle. So we will head out there right now. Okay, so this is the back of our van. We have a big E350. Go ahead, boy. My son is just going to set, we just set her base right in there. We'll pile the other pieces on top of it. And you can slide it around, put stuff underneath it, whatever you've got to do. So we have a lot of movement with where that goes. We just put it wherever it fits. Sometimes if I'm buying like dog food or whatever else, we'll just set it on top of the dog food, you know. Lots of versatility. Now when it comes to the base is really large and I didn't want it to fill up the entire back of the vehicle. I also didn't want to just prop it up against one of the walls because then it could fall over when you're driving. It could have a tendency to rock around and stuff. And I really didn't want that because this thing is literally worth more than my car at this point, the stroller, and it's so important for our daughter that we wanted to make sure that it's going to last her for years without falling apart. We had a different one that's very similar to this that was a Zippy Voyager, and I hated that thing. It was cute, but that was it. But it's the same kind of style as this one, but a different company. And we had so many problems with the base not snapping in when it was supposed to and stuff. It was just completely horrible. So my husband installed, he works on cars. So are these rivets? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
He installed this little metal, let's see if I can get it. This little metal loopy thing. And then he put rivets in it. And then this right here is just a piece of Velcro that's like a strap, see, that they make for strapping. And this right here is riveted into the back of the vehicle. And we literally use that to hold up the base so it's out of the way. So let me show you how that works. Go ahead, son. So you might want to think of something like this if you have the base so that it doesn't fill, see, it's gonna, like, that way it doesn't fill up the entire back of my car. It's just way off to the side. And it's gonna be safe and not get messed up. So it's nice and snug, and basically he just cinches up the Velcro strap over one of the arms, and that's enough right there to hold it into place. Do you want to give it a little jiggle? Yeah, it's really sturdy, barely moves. And when we've driven on dirt roads and everything else, and it hasn't come loose at all, which is awesome, because the first time I got this thing, when I brought it home, I didn't have that, and the first thing it did, this base, because it's pretty hefty, it fell over on some other stuff that I had in the back of the car, and then I was worried it was going to break. It was just not cool. So we haven't had any problems since then, and as you can see, it really helps to save space in the back of our vehicle, so we have plenty of room for everything else still. Okay, so that's the last thing I wanted to give you as a little side note in case you want to figure something like that out for your vehicle, or if you have a friend who can help you with it, because that's not something that the insurance paid for. My husband just figured that part out. So anyways, that's it. This is the setup and the disassembly of the Convaid Trekker. You can check out my video I'll put in the description if you want to see the full product review for the Convaid Trekker. Also, if you have any questions about this stroller, we've had it for, I don't know, 6 months now or something, and it's amazing. It's a really great stroller. If you have any questions or want to see other little videos on how to do things with this particular stroller, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I will do my best to accommodate. Okay, God bless you guys as you take care of your special needs little ones.